computer.
I'm sick too.
Are you sick? Sorry. Sorry to hear that.
Um, Headache.
Headache.
Okay.
I've got a headache. Yeah, we can say I got or I have a headache. I got the flu. I got the flu. So we're going to start in a moment. When actually we can start right now. Welcome, Alessandro. Long time no see you. So guys, before we start, do you have any questions before we start? Any questions?
Solo tengo pregunta de la tarea, teacher. O sea, la teníamos que enviar, ¿verdad?
Mm-hmm.
Yo se la envié, pero antes de que usted dijera que se la enviáramos al grupo, yo se la envié al privado. No
Okay,
sé.
that's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine. No
Ok,
worries.
ok, gracias.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. More questions? Do you have more questions? No? Okay. So let me start. Okay, so guys, today we're going to start with the topic that I may say I don't like it because it's like more grammar. And I really need you to pay attention because it may be a little bit confusing. But let's start with this activity, which is going to be a conversation activity. Well, the first one, it is not. It is about questions. So I'm going to show you some sentences with actually questions in English, and you're going to decide whether it is to be verb or auxiliary do. For example, we have this one, which is how you today, and you will be given many options. For example, we have is, am, are, do, or does. What is the correct answer in this case?
Are.
Perfect. Are. Nice. What about this one, Alessandro?
Does she?
Mm-hmm. Read this.
Does
Read the question.
okay? The question and the answer. No.
Yes, please.
Does she like sugar in her coffee?
Very good. What about this one? Brian, Josue.
Do you say Brian?
Brian Josue, yes.
Um, cowboy hat. Vamos a ver. Do he wearing
Do.
a
So
cowboy hat?
very good. Actually, we haven't seen this topic yet, but I want you to pay attention to something. We're using ing here. So we cannot use do or does when we have ing here. It's impossible. So we have three options. We can say is, am, or are. Which one do you think?
Yes.
Very good. So this tense is present continuous. What about this one, Juan Campos?
Are are the two old men happy?
Good.
So,
What about this one, Juan Hernandez?
Do you listen to music in the car?
Excellent. Let's see. Jaime Antillon.
yes, sir.
Help me with this one.
Excuse me. Sorry. I am happy to see my friend.
Excellent. Let's see. Alessandro.
Are the baby know how to walk?
Are the baby. How many babies do you see?
Oh, sorry. Is the baby? Sorry, I see you. It's the same picture. Is the baby now how to walk?
I want you to pay attention to the verb. What's the main verb? What is the main verb?
Walk.
The walk.
No, that's not the main verb. Remember, the main verb is always next to
No.
the subject. No is the main verb because it is next to the subject. So in this case, we have a second verb. Can we use is the baby no? Can we
Do.
say that? Do the baby know?
Das.
Does. Does the baby know how to walk? So that is the reason that we're doing this practice, for you to get used to this. So guys, remember, when there is another verb in base form, we need to use simple present. Not all the time, just in this example, we need to use simple present. I mean, we need to use the auxiliaries do and does, depending on the subject, of course. Acuérdense, siempre que nosotros en simple present tengamos ya un verbo, ya no podemos usar ni is, ni are, ni am. It's impossible. In the previous one, we could use it because we were using ing form. That's totally different. But in this specific case, we only need to use does. Does the baby know how to walk? Now let's see another one. What about this one? Let's see, Roberto Portal.
Do you believe in aliens?
Yes, I do. I do believe in aliens. I do. Okay, very good. Why, teacher? Because we have believe. Believe is a verb. And in this case, it means nothing because it actually doesn't. So, but teacher, ¿por qué tenemos que usar el do el does? We don't know. Actually, if we try to translate this into Spanish, there is no meaning. Si nosotros tratamos de traducir el do, el does en español, no tiene ningún significado en lo absoluto. Solo se ocupan para hacer preguntas en English. That's it. What about this one, Paola? No, let's see, Christian.
Is the hotel near to the beach?
How do
Near
you
the
pronounce
beach?
this one?
Hotel?
Hotel.
Hotel.
And this one?
Near.
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 Near. And this one?
The beach.
Very good, beach. Let's pay attention because we have diphthongs here. We have EA. And we have the same here. Esto se le conoce como diptongos. Los diptongos en inglés se pronuncian diferentes. Aquí nosotros podemos decir near. It's not near, it's near. So we're going to apply the same here. Near beach. So is the hotel? It is no hotel, it is hotel. Is the hotel near the beach? Yes, it is. Let's see. Daniel Hernandez. We have ing.
Are they traveling?
Very good. What about this one, Jaime Antillon?
The man is wearing a shirt in the cold.
Very good. So let's pay attention to the picture. The man is wearing a shirt in the cold, or the man isn't, or is not.
Isn't.
Okay, let's see. Very good. And this one we have two options. We can say is not or isn't. So the man isn't wearing a shirt in the cold. What about this one, Alessandro?
Mm,
Mm.
do
Do,
we are
why?
wait.
Esto no es el sujeto. Esto no es el sujeto. El sujeto es boss. ¿Y qué es boss? Is it the first person, second person singular, or third person singular?
There.
Third person singular. Este your no es tú. Es de posesivo de tu jefe. Entonces, el sujeto principal of the sentence is boss. So, we have angry. Angry is an adjective. ¿Cuál es el verbo que nosotros ocupamos para hablar de adjetivos mayormente? No siempre, pero principalmente.
To be.
Very good. We use verb to be. So, if we are using verb to be and we have third person, which is the correct option? Who knows? ¿Quién sabe? Who knows?
Is your boss angry sometimes?
Let's see. Excellent. Is your boss angry sometimes? Very good. My parents have a cell phone. Let's pay attention to the picture because this is not a cell phone. This is landline.
My parents don't have a cell phone.
Excellent. My parents don't have a cell phone. The girl afraid of monsters, she fights them. Afraid, we have another adjective. And we have a girl, third person singular. And let's pay attention to the context because we have a comma here. She fights them. So, according to the context, is she afraid? No, she's not. So the girl Brian, go ahead. Brian Josue?
Yeah.
What do you say?
The girl is not afraid of monsters. She fights them.
Excellent. The girl isn't afraid of monsters. She fights them. Perfect. Dogs allowed on the beach. This is another adjective. We have plural here, dogs, a plural noun. What is allowed?
Dogs isn't allowed on the beach.
But we have dogs. This is plural. Isn't is for singular.
Yes.
Let's see.
Aren't?
Let's see. Excellent. Dogs aren't allowed on the beach. What is the meaning of this one? What's the meaning of this adjective? Allowed.
Permitidos.
Permitido.
Excellent. So we can say los perros no están permitidos en la playa, or the correct translation will be no se permiten perros en la playa. It's hot. The AC working. Guys, it's very hot. But why? The AC working.
Isn't.
Excellent. The keys under the mat. Do you remember location? When we want to like express the location of something, we need to use the verb to be. So in this case, we have keys. Keys is plural. So what is the verb that we have to use? Or the, how do we call this one? The auxiliary that we have to use.
Are the keys under the map?
Excellent. The boy pay attention in class. We have a
People
verb
don't
here.
pay
The
Attention.
boy don't pay attention? The boy singular noun? The boy don't?
Isn't.
Isn't? The boy isn't pay attention. Let's see. The boy isn't pay attention. The boy
Doesn't.
don't pay attention. Very
Doesn't.
good. The boy doesn't pay attention in class. And the last one. Why the boys fight all the time? Alfredo.
Yes.
Why the boys fight all the time? What is missing here?
Why
Uh-huh.
does?
Why does? Let's see. No.
Mm, Why are?
Let's see.
Do, um,
Easy. You only have one option.
Why do not the boys fight?
Do not. No.
Why do the boys fight all time? All the time?
Excellent. Why do the boys fight all the time? So we have a verb here. Este es el verbo principal. Cuando el verbo principal está en su forma base, solo tenemos dos opciones, do or does. In this case, the only option is do because we have boys. Boys is a plural noun. That's the reason we need to use do. Do you have questions about this activity? What questions do you have? No questions? Okay. So now let's continue with the speaking activity. Oops. So you're going to be given some questions and I need you to answer them. So for example, you're going to be given a question with the verb to eat, like this one.
Where is the best place to eat in your city?
Where is the best place to eat in your city? Let's see. Alessandro, where is the best place to eat in your city?
I don't have my city. My city?
Uh-huh.
No, I
Where?
invent.
Yes.
Okay. The best place to eat in my city is pizza.
Where?
Where? The location or the place. Yeah. How do you say pizzeria in English?
No, the name is pizza. The
Oh,
place.
really?
Yes.
Okay, so in this
Only
case,
pizza.
okay, in that case, to avoid confusion, we can say, teacher, the best place to eat in my city is a restaurant or a pizza shop called Pizza. Just like that.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
So in this case, to avoid confusion or discrepancy, we need to give more information. The best place to eat in my city is a pizza shop called Pizza. Uh-huh. Tell me.
No.
Okay. Let's see. Roberto Portal.
Coach, solo con una duda.
Ajá.
¿Cómo será que podría escribir en el chat cómo se dice eso de pizzería?
Yes. Like this. Pizza shop.
Después de pizza shop, ¿usted dijo algo más?
Ah, the best place to eat in my city, it's a pizza shop called Pizza. Yo dije esto. The best place to eat in my city, it's a pizza shop called Pizza because it's a proper name. It should be capitalized.
Okay,
Mhm.
thanks.
You're welcome. Roberto Portal, where is the best place to eat in your city?
Okay, I'm from Quesaltepeque, and here is a restaurant called Punta Brasa.
Mhm. Okay,
I think it's the best place in the city.
to eat. Excellent. Very good. I liked it. Let's see, Christian.
Okay, I think that the best place to eat in my city is Paseo Venecia.
Excellent. Very good, guys. Daniel Hernandez.
The best place to eat in my city is Yucódromo de
Okay, what is
Mexicali.
that? What is that?
Is near to the alcaldía
Okay, okay.
de
Excellent.
Mexicali.
Okay. What about
When
this?
are you most stressed?
When are you most stressed? For example, I can say, I am most stressed when I'm working, for example. This is just an example. I am most stressed when I'm working. What about you guys? When are you most stressed? Any ideas?
The traffic?
Okay, very good. I am most stressed when I'm in traffic or when I'm stuck in traffic. What else?
The hospital.
Okay, I am most stressed at the hospital. What
At the
else?
bank.
At the bank. Yeah, at the bank. I hate the bank. Yeah, so I can say, hey, teacher, I am most stressed when I'm at the bank. Perfect. Now let's see this one.
What is the most annoying thing your best friend does?
What's the most annoying thing your best friend does? The meaning of annoying is molesto. What is the most? So we're using superlative. What's the most annoying thing your best friend does? I can say the most, I can take the first part. The most annoying thing my best friend does is calling me when I'm sleeping. What about you? Any ideas?
The most, how do you say?
Annoying
Annoying
thing.
thing that my best friend does is talk much.
Talking too much.
Talking too much.
You brought up something very important, and actually that's the topic that we're going to cover today, the use of the adverb to. My friend talks too much. Ese too much, eso es lo que nosotros vamos a ver ahora, cuándo usarlo. ¿Y por qué lo usamos de esa manera? Because it is implying something negative. You talk too much, teacher. Yes, I know, because I'm very talkative. And because I'm the teacher. So teacher, you talk too much. So that is implying something negative. Very good. Another one.
The most annoying thing that my friend does is smoke,
Is what?
smoke near to me.
Smoking near me. Very good. Don't forget that actually we have two options. After the most annoying thing my best friend does is, después de ese is, lo que le continúa lo pueden poner en ing o usando el infinitivo, que es to smoke near me, or smoking, talking, calling me, whatever. Let's see another one.
Okay, teacher.
Who most influenced you as a child?
Who most influenced you as a child? In this case, we can say the following because we are going to be talking about a person. So the person who most influenced me as a child was my father. What about you?
Batman.
Okay. I like Batman. Uh-huh. Guys, participate, please.
The most influence.
A
The,
teacher.
the person who most. Empieza así,
What?
Daniel. The person who most influenced me as a
Uh,
child was
the person most influence
the person who most.
okay, the person who most influence what
Me
me a child
as a child.
as a child is Spider-Man.
Okay, very good. But just don't forget, we have to change the verb to be. It isn't is, it is was. Because we're talking about an action that happened in the past. We are not children anymore. So that action belongs to the past. For example, the person who most influenced me as a child was. La persona que más me influenció como niño fue my father, Batman, Spider-Man, the president, my mom, my teacher, my doctor, my brother, my sister, whoever. Okay? But remember, was, porque esto ya está en pasado y ya no somos unos niños. Okay?
Okay.
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 The
Ajá.
no, nothing.
Okay. And the last one,
What is your least favorite type of movie?
this one. What is your least favorite type of movie? My least favorite type of movie, I will say, is romantic movies. I don't like them. What about you?
What's mean least favorite?
La menos favorita.
Okay.
Ajá.
I think my least favorite type of movie is musical.
Okay, very good. What about you guys? What about the rest?
My least favorite type of movie is romantic too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ajá, guys.
My least favorite type of movie
Yes.
is scary movies.
Scary movies. Okay, guys. One more.
From a scary movie or scary movies?
Scary movie. Scary.
Because one movie called Scary Movie.
Yeah. I love that movie.
Yeah, me too.
I love it. One more, guys.
My least favorite type of movies is drama.
Okay, very good. Awesome. So now let's continue with today's topic. So today we're going to be talking about these adverbs. Let's watch this video so for you to have like better understanding what adverbs are.
ESL Library. Adverbs of manner. What are adverbs? Adverbs can do many things in a sentence. They can describe verbs, adjectives, other adverbs, or entire sentences. Adverbs of manner tell us how someone or something performs an action. For example, I walk quickly. He speaks intelligently. My dog barks loudly. How are adverbs of manner formed in English? Most adverbs of manner are formed by adding ly to the adjective. For example, the adjective soft becomes the adverb softly. The adjective careful becomes the adverb carefully. The adjective noisy becomes the adverb noisily. When we add ly to an adjective that ends in y, the y changes to I. There are a few exceptions to the ly adverb rule. Some adverbs of manner don't end in ly. For example, the adjective good becomes the adverb well. A few adjectives and adverbs even have the same form, including fast, hard, and late. There are 4 common sentence patterns for adverbs of manner in English. The first pattern is verb plus adverb. For example, in the sentence, the ballerina dances beautifully, the adverb beautifully follows the verb dances. Beautifully describes how the ballerina dances. The second pattern is subject, verb, object plus adverb. For example, in the sentence, the children finished their homework quietly. The adverb quietly comes after the object, homework. Quietly describes how the children finished their homework. The third pattern is adverb plus verb. For example, in the sentence, he gently pets the kitten, the adverb gently comes before the verb pets. Gently describes how he pets the kitten. The fourth pattern is verb plus adverb plus verb. When a verb has 2 or more parts, the adverb often follows the first part of the verb. For example, in the sentence, they are patiently waiting for the bus, the adverb patiently comes between are and waiting.
Okay, so just to have a better idea about this, normally adverbs answer the question how something is done, como algo es hecho. So we're using the WH question how. So for example, in the first sentence, the ballerina dances beautifully. How does she dance? Ah, she dances beautifully. ¿Cómo baila ella? Ella baila hermosamente. The children finish their homework quietly. How did the children finish their homework? Ah, they finished their homework quietly. I'm using how, porque acuérdense, cuando nosotros queremos usar adverbios, los adverbios siempre van a responder la pregunta how, cómo algo se hace. He gently pets the kitten. How does he pet the kitten? He gently pets the kitten. They are patiently waiting for the bus. How are they waiting for the bus? They are patiently waiting for the bus. Okay. Entonces, los adverbios van a modificar un verbo, un adjetivo y otro adverbio, pero nunca jamás van a modificar un sujeto o un noun. That's impossible because only adjectives modify or describe nouns or subjects or objects, but not adverbs. Let's continue watching.
Patiently describes how they are waiting for the bus. Let's look at some more examples of adverbs of manner in a sentence. They studied hard for the test. He didn't sing the song well. The teacher calmly spoke to the students. The girl is noisily chewing her food. My friend plays the piano badly. Look at the adjective. Say or write the adverb. For example, dangerous,
Uh-huh.
dangerously. Now you try.
Anderson. Anderson. What is the adverb for careful? Anderson. Roberto. Roberto Portal.
Carefully.
Huh. This is considered irregular. So it is ungoodly. Let's see. Brian Lucero.
¿Cuál? Con
Yes, that's the one. Yes. So, for example, do we say she cooks well or she cooks good?
Well,
Excellent. Ella cocina bien. She cooks well. We don't say she cooks good. It's impossible. So we say well. Jaime Antillón.
Um, I don't know. Sorry.
Christian.
Noisily.
Let's pay attention how we change it. Because in the adjective, we have a Y at the end. In this case, we get rid of this one and we change it for an I. Okay, so noisy, noisily. This is hard. Let's see. Juan Hernandez.
Intelligently.
Intelligently.
Se pronuncia de solo.
Yes, intelligently. Daniel Hernandez.
Worse.
Badly. Okay. Worse is for comparatives, but in this case, bad, badly.
Teacher, una consulta. Ese no es irregular.
No, this one, no. Only good
Ah,
is irregular. Mhm.
okay.
Thanks for watching.
And badly means malamente, o como.
No, actually it means mal. For example, she drives badly. Ella maneja mal. Bad means malo. Okay, that is bad for your health. Sometimes they say, eso es malo para tu salud. O eso es mal para tu salud. So, bad means mal. And badly means mal. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now let's continue. Okay. So we have these adverbs. Sorry, give me 1 second. The ones that we're going to be talking about are to, extremely, very, nearly, pretty, and fairly. Help me read this part, please. Juan Campos. To versus very.
Okay. To versus very.
Aha.
Very. Students often confuse these two adverbs. But come before adjectives or adverbs. But make those words stronger. However, very does not have a negative meaning. Why to does?
Okay, thank you. So we have students often confuse these two adverbs. Both come before adjectives or adverbs. Both make those words stronger. However, very does not have a negative meaning, while to does. So now let's pay attention to the last part. Very is used for something positive, but to is used for something negative. Okay, just keep this in mind. We have these examples. Help me with the first one, Alessandro Dueñas.
Okay, is this building very bright or too bright? If if it is too bright, it might hurt your eyes to look at it.
Excellent. So we have, is this building very bright or too bright? If it is too bright, it might hurt your eyes to look at it. For example, en este caso, tenemos un contexto bien genial, porque podemos decir de que, acuérdense de que very implica algo positivo y tú algo negativo, porque no es lo mismo decir muy brillante a demasiado brillante. Entonces, in this case, very means muy and too demasiado. That's the reason we have this sentence. Si está demasiado brillante, podría lastimar tus ojos al verlo. Okay. So, hey, you're building your house is very bright. I like it. Something positive. Even the tone of voice changes. Your house is very bright. I like it. Hasta el tono de voz cambia. But what happens if we say, hey, no, this is too bright. I don't like it. Something negative. The tone of voice changes as well. So remember, very positive to negative. Y miren cómo lo estamos usando, porque bright es un adjetivo. Entonces, very es un adverbio que está modificando el adjetivo bright y también to. What about this one? Help me, please, Paola.
Is the chair very wet or too wet? Will you sit in it like this?
Excellent. Daniel, no, Christian, what is the meaning of very wet?
Muy mojado.
And what about too wet?
Ah,
Lo acabo de decir.
demasiado mojado.
Excellent. Very good. Is the chair very wet or too wet? Will you sit in it like this? From my perspective, because it is also a matter of perspective, from my perspective, I may say this seat is very, or this chair is very wet. So I may sit on it. Okay, yo me puedo sentar en ella. But maybe for you, it is too wet. Está demasiado mojada, teacher. It is too wet. So I wouldn't sit in it or on it, as you want to say it. Help me with this one. Who hasn't participated? Alfredo.
Is this restaurant very dark or too dark? It seems too dark to be open. Perhaps it is closed for the day.
Okay, let's see. In your opinion, Daniel Hernandez, is this restaurant very dark or too dark?
Mm, Very dark.
So that's something positive, right? It's very dark. Está muy oscuro. What about you, Alessandro? Is it very dark or too dark?
Is too dark.
What about you, Jaime?
Me?
Yes.
Sorry, I can see. Is this restaurant very dark or too dark? It seems too dark to be open. Perhaps it is closed for the day.
Okay, Daniel, if I ask you, hey, Daniel, for you, is this restaurant very dark or too dark?
Very.
Very dark. So that's something positive. Entonces, ustedes los que dijeron que is very dark, you may enter this restaurant. Alessandro said, no, teacher, this is too dark for me. Está demasiado oscuro. Entonces, ahí aplica esto. Está muy oscuro. Está demasiado oscuro. So, for example, in my case, I got myopia. So, for me, it would be too dark. I wouldn't be able to see. Yo no sería capaz de ver because it is too dark for me. But maybe for you, it's very dark. You may be able to see, okay? So it depends on the person's perspective as well. The use of these adverbs. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay, let's continue. We have this one, extremely. Help me read, please, Juan Campos.
Okay, extremely. You use extremely in front of adjectives and adverbs to emphasize
Emphasize.
that the specific quality is present to a very great degree.
Okay, what is this, teacher? Let's pay attention. It says, sorry. You use extremely in front of an adjective or an adverb to emphasize that the specified quality is present to a very great degree. What is this, teacher? We have some examples. But first, let's do this one. So, we have this. The first one, it says, she was extremely confused by his action. Confused, hurt, alarmed, annoyed, upset. So, as we saw here, it says, we use extremely in front of adjectives and adverbs. What is in front, teacher? Before. Like in this case. Aquí está antes del adjetivo. Okay? She was extremely confused. Estamos siendo un poquito dramáticos. Or actually, we are making the sentence stronger. La estamos haciendo más fuerte. Because if I say, you know, she was confused by his actions. That's normal, okay? She was just confused. But what happens if I want to exaggerate? She was extremely confused by his actions. Then we have another one. Help me with the second one, please. Alfredo Gonzalez.
He found the students' behavior extremely bad.
Excellent. He found the students' behavior bad? No, he found the students' behavior extremely bad. Continue, Christian Martinez. This one.
The third?
Yes, the third one.
They thought the movie was extremely boring.
Excellent. The movie was extremely boring. Don't see it or don't watch it. okay? Behavior means comportamiento, okay? Behavior means comportamiento. Thought, this is the past of think. They thought, ellos pensaron, ellos creyeron que la película estaba extremadamente boring. Help me with the fourth one, please, Juan Campos. No, Juan Hernández.
Okay. Our teacher is extremely patient.
Sometimes, not all the time. Very good. Our teacher is extremely, pay attention to this pronunciation. We don't say patient, we say patient, patient. Our teacher is extremely patient. Sometimes,
That's
not all the
false.
time. That's false, right? I'm not that patient. It's that expression. I'm not that patient. I'm not that patient. Ese that que ustedes ven ahí significa no soy tan, significa tan, no soy tan paciente. I'm not that patient. Okay, continue please, Roberto Portal.
The movie star is extremely handsome.
Very good. Continue please, Lucero.
This history.
History or story?
Perdón. This story is extremely interesting.
Okay, very good. Guys, just be careful with the pronunciation. Así como hablan los gringos, que no tratan de hablar en español, que ellos no dicen carro, dicen carro. So, ese que nosotros hacemos, el row, carro, así pronunciamos la R. This story is extremely interesting. Interesting, not interesting, interesting. Now, continue please, Daniel Flores. No, he's not here. Alessandro.
Okay. She thinks her homework is extremely difficult.
Perfect. Help me with this one, Alfredo.
He tried to make the material extremely easy to understand.
Perfect. And then we have the rest, okay? Now let's continue. Any questions so far? No questions? So guys, don't forget that extremely goes before the adjective or the verb or the adverb, okay? Before the adjective or the adverb. Don't forget it. What about intensifiers? We have fairly and we have pretty. But teacher, pretty means bonita o adorable. Yes, as an adjective, it means bonita. As an adverb, it means another thing. So we have this information. Fairly and pretty are used to vary the intensity of the adjective, adverb, noun, not in this case, or verb they accompany. For example, we have this information. Pretty, more than a little. It is used in informal contexts. Pay attention, it is used in informal contexts. It is not used in negative sentences, so it implies something positive. I'm pretty tired. I don't think I'm going out tonight. So let's use our logic. I'm pretty tired. ¿Qué entienden? What do you understand by this expression? Hey guys, I'm pretty tired. Sorry.
Poquito ocupado.
Poquito.
Bastante.
There you
Bastante.
go. There you go. I'm pretty tired. Estoy bastante cansado. Okay? So pretty as an adverb means bastante. Okay? Pongan atención. Pretty como adverbio significa bastante. Estoy bonito y cansado. Well, yeah, I can say this. Guys, I'm pretty and tired. But no, I'm pretty tired. Incluso hay una expresión que usan bastante. I'm pretty sure. Estoy bastante seguro. Like this one. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure she ate my cake. Estoy bastante seguro que ella se comió mi pastel. I'm pretty sure she ate my cake. And so on. Then we have this one. When it modifies a noun preceded by an adjective, the article is placed before pretty. It's been a pretty hectic week. Hectic in this case means ajetreada o movida. It's been a pretty hectic week. Ha sido una semana bastante ajetreada. This is actually very weird to see. I mean, how adverbs modify nouns because it doesn't happen that often, okay? I may say this is one of those weird exceptions in English, but pretty or adverbs in general, they never modify, or actually they almost never modify nouns. So this one is a very weird exception. What happens with fairly? More than a little, but much less than very. It expresses less intensity than rather quiet and pretty. He plays golf fairly well. When it modifies a noun preceded by an adjective, the article is placed before fairly. It's a fairly common mistake. What's the meaning of fairly in this case? It is when we say in Spanish, él juega bastante bien. O sea, no estamos que he plays golf very well, because very or pretty well, ese ya es otro nivel de, como que puya, de wow, right? In this case, we can say, he plays golf fairly well.
Más o menos.
Like it is like, más o menos. It's a fairly common mistake. Es un error bastante común. Okay? No es tan relevante. Do you have any questions so far? Any questions?
Yes, teacher. The last one.
Bueno, leí que decía informal, que ahí es como que le esté diciendo de una manera grosera, y este es como que le esté diciendo un poco más, o sea, como que en el otro estoy un poco enojado y aquí como que estoy un poco más relajado.
That's a very good question. No, not really. When it says informal, it means that we don't use it like in professional context. So for example, if you want to use it like in a professional context, we can say, you know, I'm very tired. Entonces ese very ya sería bastante formal. El pretty, si ustedes estuvieran usando pretty, ya sería en un contexto informal, como for example, in a daily conversation. But for example, imagine that you want to send a text to your boss, or you want to type a professional letter, you want to use pretty. In this case, you can use very. Okay? Not pretty. Así se entiende. El tono de voz, well, actually, this one pretty cannot be used in negative context. Entonces, para usarlo, para buscar un equivalente en negativo de pretty, podemos usar el too. I'm too tired. Estoy bastante cansado. Ese sería el equivalente de decir pretty en forma negativa. ¿Ok? El too.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Now let's do this. No, this is going to be your homework because of the time.
Sorry.
Yes.
El phone se usa para cuando es mucho, pero si yo digo nice to meet you, es diferente. O me too, yo también.
How come? Sorry. What do you say?
Cuando dicen too much, es bastante, so es mucho.
Okay.
Pero ese tú, usándolo como me too o nice to meet you.
Okay, very good observation. In this case, too much means demasiado. Like, for example, when they say that's too much, or this is too much for me. Esto es demasiado para mí, o esto ha sido demasiado. Okay, too much in this case, it means demasiado. Pero ¿qué pasa cuando nosotros decimos esto? Me too. Ahí está cambiando el significado. Because of the context. Ahí ya cambia el significado, significa yo también. Like when we say, nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you too. Gusto en conocerte también. Aquí el también ya no se está usando como un intensifier, sino que ya se está usando como agreement, como un agreement. Okay. Hey, do you like this t-shirt? Yes, I like it. I like it too. A mí también me gusta. Okay. Pero ¿qué pasa si no decimos, if I see the price? It is too expensive. Ahí ya cambia el significado. Okay. ¿Por qué cambia, teacher? Porque se está poniendo antes de un adjetivo. Entonces, expensive es un adjetivo. Y si yo lo pongo tú antes de ese adjetivo, me está cambiando el significado de tú completamente y me está cambiando completamente el significado de la oración. This t-shirt or this sweater is too expensive. Este suéter es demasiado caro. Just like that, okay? So depending on the context and depending on the placement of to, the meaning will change. More questions? No?
No questions.
Okay.